Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about all of the different variants. Well, okay, I said variants, but what I really meant to say was color palettes, but I mean, same difference, right? So these are going to be all the different variants, or I'm going to talk about all the different variants / color palettes that I personally want to see in Skullgirls Mobile. But before I really get into this video, I do encourage you guys to leave a comment saying who you personally want to see in Skullgirls Mobile as far as as far as color palettes. So like whatever characters you like from different series that you want to see in the game, let me know, because I'm curious to hear what other people's opinions are. Well, I don't know if opinion is the right word. I just want to see who other people want to see in the game, because I have a lot of characters that I would want to see that I feel like other people probably don't really care about. But I mean, maybe you guys have characters that I actually like and haven't really thought about before. So yeah. So to start with, we're going to be talking about the variants that already, or the color palettes that already exist in Second Encore, but have not yet been implemented into Skullgirls Mobile. So these I feel like have a chance to be made into, I don't know, when's the last time they took a color palette from Skullgirls Second Encore and put it into Skullgirls Mobile? Honestly, I don't know, but these already exist. So we're going to start with Yoruichi from Bleach. I love Yoruichi. I don't know if she's one of my favorite characters from Bleach, but I really like her color palette specifically, and I love her first outfit the most compared to the rest of them, so I'm glad they went with that as the basis for this color palette. So, like I said, I love the orange, and, well, I didn't say that, but I do love the orange, and I love the purple, and honestly, she just gives me, like, Halloween vibes with the purple and the orange, so I love this look. It would be awesome to see her in the game. Next, we have Daisy from Mario. So Daisy isn't even really one of my favorite characters, to be completely honest, but I do like the color palette. I like the orange and I like the yellow. One thing about me, you guys, orange is my favorite color, so you're probably going to see a lot of orange in here. I say probably, you are. But I don't know, I really like the color palettes that they went for Daisy. I worded that so weird. I just like the colors that they used, so I would be happy to see either of these. Okay, next we have Arachne from BlazBlue. So Arachne is not my favorite character from BlazBlue. I don't even really like Arachne that much. I just thought it was a cool character choice, like to put Arachne's color palette onto Double. That's kind of the only reason I put this on here. I mean, the colors are nice too, but I just thought that was cool and smart. It made sense. So yeah. Okay, this one is so weird. So I put Wii Fit Trainer on here. First off, I love Wii Fit Trainer. As somebody who played Smash, I used to play as Wii Fit Trainer all the time because she was just so much fun. But I really like I don't know about really like. I like the color palette and I just like how it matches with Wii Fit Trainer. I just think it was very strange to put a Wii Fit Trainer color palette onto Double of all people. Like, I don't understand. If someone can explain that to me, go ahead. Okay, next we have Susie. So again, this is another one where I put this on here mainly because I just like the character matchup, and I like the colors that they used. I feel like they really did make Squiggly look like Susie, so I like it. And I actually do like Little Witch Academia. It's not my favorite show, but I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, and Susie was cool. Okay, next we have Elsa. So I put this on here. First off, I do like Elsa. I actually really like Frozen. The second one, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest, but I loved the first movie, and I like Elsa. But I mainly put this on here because I didn't expect to see any Disney skins or Disney color palettes or whatever. You know, I don't even know. I feel like all these words are interchangeable. But anyways, I didn't expect to see something from Disney on here. So, and I thought that was kind of weird because this actually influenced my decision, or some of the color palettes that I'm going to show later. Well, not show, but like that I want to see later. But yeah, I didn't expect them to touch Disney, so yeah, because I thought like there'd be some kind of copyright thing or whatever. I mean, I know it's just a color palette, but I don't know. Wasn't there a whole thing with heat synced? Moving on. Okay, so now we have Big the Cat from Sonic. Okay, I don't even know anything about Big the Cat, and I don't even think Big the Cat is my favorite character, although obviously he's not my favorite character if I don't know anything about him. But I just thought it was funny that they put his color palette onto Big Band. Like, something about them making a color palette for Big the Cat is just weird to me, but I don't know. I don't dislike Big the Cat. I know a lot of people don't like Big the Cat. I don't really get why. I mean, to me, he looks a little scary, to be honest, but yeah. Okay, this one, so this is supposed to be 2B's alternate costume in Soul Calibur, but I think she's also based on 2P from Nier Reincarnation. I don't know if anybody ever played that game. It was a gacha game on on the phone. I don't even know how to on mobile. Anyways, it was a gacha game. I actually played it for a while. I stopped because it was like it just was too much. I'm sorry. I don't know. It was grindy and it was just kind of like I don't want to play this anymore. So that's how I felt about it. But anyways, there was a character named 2P and she had this color palette. I'm pretty sure. Either way, I like this color palette, so I think it'd be cool to see it. Okay. Next we have Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Okay, I just put this on here because I love the way that they put Sora's colors onto Eliza. I think it looks so cool. That's it. Eliza's not even my favorite. Not Eliza. Sora's not even really my favorite, and like if he never makes it in, I don't think I'll really care. And apparently Horus and oh god, what is Eliza's other... I'm just going to say her henchmen. Eliza's henchmen, or her bodyguards, or whatever. Apparently, they're supposed to be based on... Their color palettes are based on Donald and Goofy. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know what Sekhmet... I think Sekhmet is supposed to be a Heartless. So, honestly, any Eliza color palette I think would be interesting just for reasons like that. Not Eliza color palette. You know what I mean. Any color palette they put on Eliza where they can do stuff like that, that'd be so cool to see. Okay, next. Okay, so I picked Zero from Mega Man X. Mega Man X. I've never played Mega Man X before, but I like Zero, specifically the one from the Game Boy Advance games. So I don't know if anybody played those games. They made Mega Man Zero for the Game Boy Advance. They made 4 games. Well, they made 5 games, but the 5th one was on the DS, and it was mainly just, well, it was a collection of the 4 games. And you know what? Actually, they did make a Legacy collection for all of the games on the Switch and the PlayStation and stuff. So either way, that was kind of a tangent. I played those games and I really love that specific Zero. And that obviously the Zero is not the same Zero, but I mean, close enough. I actually like this color palette too. Okay, so next we have Past Annie. So this color palette is based on Annie from before she was turned into what she is now, before her mom made her wish. And you guys would see this color palette if you played Skullgirls Second Encore. If you played Annie's story from Second Encore. But I really like this color palette. I like the hair. I don't even know what it is. I just like this color palette. And it reminds me of Captain Planet, but it also reminds me of something else really specific that I can't put my finger on. I don't know what it is, but it just reminds me of something that I don't know what it is, and it really bothers me. But I like this color palette. Okay, next we have Sayaka from Madoka. Madoka Magica. I love Sayaka. She's my favorite character from Madoka, and I love what they did with this specific variant. I love the color match. I like just everything about it. I love the sword. It's so cool. I think it's cute that they made Seigen Madoka. I mean, it's a little weird because it's like, why? But at the same time, I guess they had to make him somebody, and it's better than it being Kyubey, you know? So, I don't know. But I love Sayaka. I love the color palette. I think the sword looks really cool. Love it. And I like this more than the Peacock variant, because there's a Peacock variant that's based on, or Peacock color palette that's based on Sayaka. I don't like it. I think the colors are kind of boring. And actually, I feel that way about all the Madoka color palettes, like in Skullgirls Second Encore. I just don't like any of them, to be honest. I think they're all kind of bland. Okay, now we have Cream and Cheese. So, I love Cream and Cheese. Well, okay, actually, I don't have any strong attachment towards this character, really. At least based on her, like, actual personality and stuff, because I've never watched Sonic before. Like, I've never watched the anime. And I really haven't played any Sonic games except for, like, 2 of them. Well, I played 3 of them, actually. So the reason I put Cream and Cheese on here is because, well, okay, the reason I even like Cream and Cheese at all, if anybody's ever played this game, they made a game on the Game Boy Advance called Sonic Battle. And in Sonic Battle, well, as the name would suggest, it's a fighting game. So basically you pick a character and then you fight against another character, and you can have up to 4 characters fighting each other all at once. And it's so much fun. It's also a little chaotic. Well, it's not that chaotic, but it's just, oh, I love it so much. I used to play that game all the time. And there's like quite a few different characters to pick from. Like there's obviously Sonic. There's of course Tails, Knuckles, and then what's her face? Amy. But there's also like a bunch of weird characters like Gamma, Chaos. I don't know if Rouge is a weird character, not really. There's just a bunch of characters to pick from. I love that game so much, and I used to play as Cream and Cheese all the time, so that's why she's here. Yeah. Also, I just love the color palette, guys. Look how cute it is. Like I said, orange is my favorite color, and I love the orange here. I like the blue star. Oh, I just love this color palette. It's so adorable. And I love chows, and I love that they put Seigen as Cheese, the chow. Okay, next. Meta Knight. Okay, I like Meta Knight from Kirby. I love Kirby, and that's the reason I put Meta Knight on here. I don't even really like this color palette. I think it looks weird. If I'm being completely honest, I think it looks weird. It does evoke Meta Knight, but to me it just looks kind of strange. But I like that Sagan is Kirby. I think that's cute. Okay, I don't know how to say this girl's name. I think it's Arlie, but maybe it's Arl. But she's from Puyo Puyo, which I've never played before aside from Puyo Puyo Tetris. So I don't really have an opinion on this character. But I do like the color palette. I think it's cute. Like I said, love orange. And I like the green sword. I really like the colors here. That's the only reason this is here. Okay, this is the last one for pre-existing color palettes. So we're going to talk... Okay, so anyways, Rachel Alucard from BlazBlue. I keep saying love. I'm like exaggerating how I feel about some of these characters. I like Rachel. I think she's cool. And I think this was a really good character match. Honestly, that's the main reason I picked this. I love that they made a color palette for Rachel and put it on Marie. Like, what a perfect choice, right? So that's kind of the only reason it's here. I liked how they did the colors for Rachel. So I'm a fan of this one. Yeah, it'd be cool to see. Okay. Next, these are going to be characters. Okay, these are going to be color palettes that don't exist in Skullgirls Second Encore, but the series that they're from exists in Skullgirls Second Encore, if that makes sense. So, like, let's say I picked a character. I mean, you'll see what I mean when I get into it, but basically, let's say I picked a character from Kirby. So, like, I guess let's say I picked Kirby. Like, I want to see a Kirby variant. I don't, you guys. But if I put Kirby on here, it would go into this category because it doesn't yet exist in Second Encore or in Skullgirls Mobile, but there's a Meta Knight skin and a King DDD skin, and those are both from the same series, so I hope that makes sense. So first off, Tifa. Okay, Tifa is my favorite Final Fantasy character, not just in Final Fantasy VII, but just in Final Fantasy altogether. She's my favorite. Love her so much. So I would love to see her in the game, and I think she has a decent chance, actually, because Cloud is in the game, right? So not only do we have a Final Fantasy rep, but we have a Final Fantasy VII rep. But maybe that's like actually that docks points from her having a chance because that means we'd get another Final Fantasy VII character. Honestly, I don't know how they determine like who gets a skin and whatnot, or like who to give a color palette to. I thought it was based on popularity, but maybe it depends on who screams the loudest. I have no idea. Either way, I would love to see Tifa, but I also don't know who she would be. Like, I don't know who they would put her colors on. Okay, next is Pearl from Steven Universe. So Pearl is probably my favorite Steven Universe character, and yes, I love Steven Universe. I don't know, Steven Universe has its weirdness, but I love the show so much. So I would love to see Pearl. When it comes to favorite characters, Pearl's probably my favorite. I think after that would be Rose Quartz. But when it comes to Steven Universe variants, we already have Lapis Lazuli, Rose Quartz, and the freaking Gem Cluster. That's right, the Gem Cluster. If you guys have if you guys have seen Steven Universe, you know what the Gem Cluster is. For those that haven't, the Gem Cluster, honestly, this is kind of a spoiler. But, okay, I'm not about to say the Gem Cluster isn't a character, but the fact that it's got a variant in the game is just bizarre to me. I'll just say that. So anyways, would love to see Pearl, but honestly, if any of the crystal gems like Garnet or Amethyst or Steven got a variant, I think I'd be happy with that too. Okay, so I don't even know how much I want to see these girls on here, but I put the Powerpuff Girls. Amongst the Powerpuff Girls, Bubbles is my favorite, by the way. Love her. I think she's funny. Like, she's cute, but it's kind of fun how she gets, extremely intense and, like, will beat you up and stuff, but that's kind of all the girls, to be fair. So I would love to see Bubbles, but really I think any of the Powerpuff Girls would be cool. I'm surprised that there isn't a variant for them already, or a skin or a color palette or whatever you want to call it. So, and they have a chance to be in it. Well, okay, because I know I already said I don't know how they determine it, but the fact that they already have a Powerpuff Girls character with Mojo Jojo, to me, says that, like, there's no reason that they can't add a Powerpuff Girl. Also, I don't know who I would put... Okay, that's another thing. When it came to the Crystal Gems, I didn't know which character would go onto who. And it's the same with the Powerpuff Girls. I said Bubbles could potentially be Marie or Annie because they have, like, pigtails, but that's all I got. And honestly, okay, one thing you're going to see about this list, I'll get into that in a second. I don't know what it is, but I feel weird putting some of these skins on characters in the game because of just how it just feels awkward. Like, I'm not going to put any of these like children characters on Valentine, and I don't think I need to elaborate on that. Okay, so anyways, next we have Tails from Sonic. So Tails is my favorite Sonic character. He's so cute. The fact that he doesn't have a variant really bothers me because or a skin, because we have one for Sonic, Shadow, Cream and Cheese, Big the Cat. Okay, Sonic and Shadow are actually in Skullgirls Mobile. Cream and Cheese and Big the Cat are in what's it called, Second Encore. And who else do we have? I feel like we have. Oh wait, no, did I already say Amy? We have Amy. No, I didn't say Amy. So we also have Amy. So we just have a lot of characters. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one I forgot, but I don't see why Tails can't be amongst that group. So I would love to see him. Again, I think he's kind of versatile. I feel like he could be anybody because his colors, he only has like, what, 3-4 colors? So, yeah. Okay, so this next category is going to be characters from a series that isn't actually already in the game, but I think the series itself is popular. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot that I titled this category this, so I don't even know if this is popular at all, like any of these franchises, but we're gonna find out. So yeah, okay, I put Ichigo or Orihime from Bleach. So first off, this is a lie because there's a Yoruichi variant, so I just realized this should go in the other category, but oh well, it doesn't matter. So I'll explain this category better on the next one. Okay, so Orihime is my favorite Bleach character. I would love to see her in the game. I think it's extremely unlikely. One, because she has a million... Okay, first off, I don't even know if they would put Orihime anyway. Like, I don't know if anybody would care. But also, she just has a million different outfits, so I don't know which one they would pick to base the colors on. So she's kind of a long shot. I just put her in here because she's my favorite character, so yeah. Then there's Ichigo. So Ichigo, I think, makes more sense because he has this, like, you know, he has this, I don't want to say iconic, but his look that he's known for with it. Oh, why does it keep doing that? That happens again. I'm going to scream. Okay, so anyways, Ichigo I think would be easier to implement into the game. He also makes more sense, I think, because he's more, well, first off, he's the main character, so I think he's the most well-known. I mean, the other Soul Reapers in Soul Society, I guess, would make sense too, but I feel like they'd be too similar to Ichigo because Ichigo, his main outfit, right, is his Shihakusho. I think that's how you say that. And it's black, and all of the Soul Reapers wear that. So it would just be like, I feel like they wouldn't pick from them. Whereas Ichigo, I think, would be more recognizable with the orange hair and the black, you know, outfit or whatever. So that's just how I feel. I also said that Ichigo could be Annie. I just said that. I feel like Cone could also be Sagan, you know? I thought that would be cute. But I don't know, like, who else I'd put them on. Okay. So I picked the main 4 from Hunter x Hunter. So every time they give out that survey, by the way, I always say Hunter x Hunter because they always ask, like, which anime do you like or something. I always put Hunter x Hunter. So Kurapika is my favorite character from Hunter x Hunter. So I would want to see him more than anybody else. So yeah, I'd want to see him more than anybody else. But even though I would want to see Kurapika more than anybody else, I don't... why does this keep doing that? You guys, oh my gosh, I'm sorry this video is such a mess, but my phone keeps disconnecting and then it keeps disconnecting and reconnecting, so it causes the slideshow to end. I'm sorry this is a mess, but you guys know what you get with me. Okay, so like I was saying, I would love to see Kurapika, but I think of all of these characters, Gon would make the most sense to make a variant of, because to me, he's the most unique as far as his design goes. Or I don't know if unique is the right word, but I feel like he stands out more than the others. Like, if you saw a color variant for any of these other characters, I feel like you would just be like, who is this? Maybe, well, maybe not, I don't know. You might disagree with me there, but when it comes to Gon, I feel like his would make the most sense because I think it would stand out the most. It would be the most obvious who it is, and also because he's the main character. But if Kurapika was to be in the game, I feel like he might be a good match for Squiggly. I don't know, that sounds kind of weird, but in my head I was thinking like, okay, he could be Squiggly and then Leviathan could be his chain that he uses to fight. Is it stupid? Yes, but I think it'd be cool. I don't even know if that's stupid. I don't know. But yeah, I think it would be really nice to see any of the 4 boys. I think if Gon was going to be in the game, I could see him being Annie because of the whole, like, because she wears boots, right? So, well, I think she does. If I'm wrong, then I'm going to be really embarrassed, but I think that would be cool. And I think you would be able to tell immediately who it is. That's why I think Gon would make the most sense. As for Killua and Leorio, I don't know who I would put them on. I don't know. Next. Okay, so this kind of goes not hand in hand with Hunter x Hunter, but I mean, I don't know. I also really like Yu Yu Hakusho, and I would love to see any of the 4 characters. My personal favorite is Kurama. You know what? If you haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, by the way, Kurapika is the one on the left, If you haven't seen, okay, I feel like this one's obvious. Ichigo's on the left, Orihime's on the right, and then the Powerpuff Girls Bubbles is on the very left. I just realized I forgot to say that, just in case you hadn't seen those. But I feel like some of these like are very well known. So, anyways, so my favorite amongst these group of boys is Kurama, and he's on the very bottom. Here, you can see him. Hopefully, you can see the mouse. He's right here with the red hair. Love him so much. So I would want to see him personally. Again, I don't know. I think I didn't say who he could be, but I was thinking either Philia or Fukuo with his hair. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not good at like deciding which character goes to which character when it comes to color palettes, so I don't know. But I would love to see any of these characters. I also really love Yusuke and Kuwabara. Hiei is probably my least favorite, but I like him well enough. I just like the others more, so yeah. Okay, this is a weird choice. I don't even know why I picked this character. I picked Bakura from Yu-Gi-Oh! I like Bakura. I mean, I didn't really watch Yu-Gi-Oh! That much. I've seen a little bit of it. If we're being really, really honest, I've seen more of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series than I have of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Show. So, yeah. But I always thought Bakura was kind of cool. I think it's just because he had, like, white hair. And he had this whole, like, he's not the main villain, but he's still kind of a threat kind of thing going on. I don't know. I like that. I don't know why that trope has always gotten me, but I don't know how unique he would be as a variant though, because he has white hair and like red eyes. So I feel like that's not unique at all in anime or anything. But I still think he'd be cool. And I said he could maybe be like a Philia or Fukuwa thing, or like he could be, they could use his color scheme on them. I don't know though. Okay, Jenny Wakeman. So, My Life as a Teenage Robot is one of my favorite shows. Well, it's one of my favorite Nickelodeon cartoons, let's say that. I love My Life as a Teenage Robot, and I think Jenny would be such a cool addition as a variant because I feel like her color scheme, it's really simple, so it would be easy to implement. Obviously, she'd be Robo Fortune. I mean, I don't even really like Robo Fortune, but I don't know who else you'd put her on, and I think Robo Fortune would make the most sense. But anyways, she's cool. I like her color palette. I don't know if anybody has even seen this show, but I feel like you might recognize this character because I don't know, something about her to me is like kind of iconic. I don't know if anybody agrees with that, but I love her. Okay, now we have Chrono Cross. So I put this on here even though I don't think this will ever happen. Honestly, this should go into my next category, but we'll get into that later. So, okay, my favorites from Chrono Cross are Pip. Pip is, again, I don't know if you can see the mouse, but there's this like purple-haired girl or blue-haired girl. She's holding a little creature in her hand. That's Pip. I think he's super cute. I don't think he would ever be implemented into the game as a skin or whatever, but that is okay. And my other favorite character is Nikki, but he's not even in this group picture. I think if they were to choose anybody from Chrono Cross... By the way, the reason I put Chrono Cross on here is because Chrono Trigger has representation with Luca. But I mean, Chrono Trigger, I think, is more popular than Chrono Cross and more beloved than Chrono Cross, like more people like it. So I think if they were going to pick a variant though, they would probably pick one from Surge, Kid, or Lynx, because I think those are kind of like the most popular characters. I don't know, they're the most well-known. They're the most important, I guess. So yeah, probably between those three, but I think it'd be so cool to see anybody from Chrono Cross. Okay, so this next category, which honestly, I think the Chrono Cross thing should have been in this category, but whatever. So these are my long shots. When I say long shots, I mean like, I know there's a 0% chance these characters are ever going to be implemented into the game as skins. Like even in Second Encore, I just don't see it ever happening. But I wanted to include them in here because why not? So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so I don't know if anybody has seen this show, but there's a show called Hero 108. And I don't know what it's about. I forgot. I used to watch it, but I don't remember the premise of it. But basically, all I really remember is that there's a bunch of heroes and each character's name is like, has a specified hero number. So anyways, we have Mystique Sonia and Jumpy Ghostface. So Jumpy Ghostface is so cute. Jumpy Ghostface is my favorite amongst the heroes in that show. So I would love to see a variant of him. Mystique Sonia, she's pretty cool. She's not my favorite, but I still think she's really cool. And you can't tell me that she didn't inspire Cerebella in some ways. Like, they're so similar. Well, really, they just have like a powerful or like a magic hat. But I don't know. Come on, you guys. I know you can see the vision. Why does this keep happening? It's so annoying. Okay. I actually saw someone on Reddit and just when I was Google searching Mystique Sonia, I saw that people actually put her colors onto her, like a fan-made edit onto Cerebella. So clearly I'm not the only one that can see like how it makes the most sense. To be honest, people have probably been thinking this since Skullgirls got released because I know I've thought this thought before, but yeah, it'd be cool to see these two. Okay, next we have Kumamon from Digimon Frontier. So Kumamon is my favorite Digimon of all time. Unfortunately, this specific version of Kumamon, by the way, because there's another Kumamon that I don't dislike, but I think this one's cuter. Like the snow bear or snowman bear, whatever. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love Kumamon so much. But we never see Kumamon from Digimon Frontier, but I think it'd be cool to have him as a variant. But unfortunately, I don't know who I would put him on as a variant. And like I said, this is definitely a long shot. Like, not going to happen. Okay, next we have Metabee from Metabots. So, I don't know if anybody's even seen Metabots, but Metabots is really cool. So basically, Metabots, I guess I'll explain it really quick. It's basically just these little robots that can like change their parts out with other robot parts. So there's a whole bunch of different Metabots and they can like switch parts. This character that I'm talking about is Metabee. So imagine he like takes off his arms or his legs and switches them with different types of legs and different types of arms. And basically they just fight each other. It's so cool though. Oh my gosh, I love Metabots. Childhood favorite, nostalgia. Yeah. So I put Metabee on here because I don't know if I have a favorite Metabot, but I feel like it'd probably be Metabee because I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just really like him. So I think it'd be cool. I don't think Metabots is even popular at all, so I don't know if anybody would even ask for this except for me, but that is okay. And also, I said he could be Robo Fortune because I'm original. Okay, next we have Zatch Bell. So I said Zatch Bell. When I say Zatch Bell, I mean anybody from Zatch Bell, but I think if anyone was going to get picked, it would be Zatch. Obviously. My personal favorite though, well, I don't even know if he's my favorite, but he might be my favorite. It might be Xeno. I'm gonna be on, I said Polygon, but I feel like Xeno might be my favorite, as weird as that is. Xeno, I don't want to explain the premise of Zatch Bell. Should I? Okay. No, I'm not going to, because it doesn't really matter. But Xeno is basically like this evil Zatch, and that's his whole character. Like, he's really powerful, and he's a jerk, and he's very mysterious, and he's evil. And you find out more about that if you read the series / watch the series. I think you learn more if you actually read the manga. But anyways, I love Zatch Bell, so I would love to see anybody from it. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Do I know who any of these characters would be put on as skins? No. Moving on. Okay, this is my weirdest choice, I think. I put Candace Flynn on here from Phineas and Ferb. So I love Phineas and Ferb, probably one of my favorite Disney cartoons, honestly. I think I've only grown to like it as I've gotten older. And Candace is the best character. I feel like she's relatable for one thing. And even though she has a lot of like craziness to her, she's entertaining. Well, I think that's what makes her entertaining, to be honest. I think she's funny. And she's just awesome. The show is nothing without her, I'm sorry. For Candace's skin, I think the most obvious one, would be Parasol, because Parasol, so Candace, obviously she has her orange hair, her red top, and then her white skirt. That's really easy to put on, on Parasol, right? Because she has a skirt, she has her top, and then she has her hair. So, I don't know, that's kind of an obvious one. I was thinking either that or Philia or Fukua, but I think Parasol would make the most sense. Anyways, I love Candace. And by the way, that joke you guys see online where it's like, if I had a nickel for every time this weird thing happened, I would have 2 nickels. Or I would only have 2 nickels, but it's weird that it happened twice or whatever. I don't remember the exact quote. That's from Phineas and Ferb. Like, Doofenshmirtz said that in an episode. So, just to let you guys know. By the way, I kind of hate that joke, quote unquote, if you can even call it that, because I feel like it's been run into the ground. Oh, that's it. Okay. For some reason, I thought I had more characters. But yeah, those are all the variants that I would love to see in the game. I have my favorites, of course. I think if I had to pick like a non-character variant or like skin that I would want to see, I kind of want to see like a penguin skin. When I say penguin, I mean like the animal. So like a black and white type of thing. I think that would be so cute. But yeah, go ahead and let me know in the comments who you guys personally want to see, because I really do want to know what everybody want, like what variants or what characters they want to see in the game, I guess. Or whatever. You guys know what I mean when I say that, right? I'm really bad at explaining myself sometimes. But anyways, also I wanted to say, maybe, who knows, maybe they'll add more skins to the guest stars when they eventually get added into the game. I don't know how that's going to work when it comes to Skullgirls Mobile, because I can see them doing it in Second Encore, because I believe the guest characters are supposed to be in Second Encore at some point. So to me, it would make sense to give them different skins, just because, like, why not? But when it comes to mobile, I don't know how they're going to distribute that, but I've talked about that before, so I don't know. But you never know, maybe there's a chance we'll see some more skins. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I'm sorry, I rambled on a lot, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, goodbye.